Good morning. My name's Jason Gable, Biloxi Fire Department. We're going to do a couple dishes for y'all today. We're at Station 10 up in the North District. We're going to cook some crab cakes and Mardi Gras pasta. Here's all the ingredients we're going to use. We have a few things cut up, a few things prepped already, but we're going to go through that with y'all. And the recipe that I'm going to do right now is it's going to differ for a little bit from the one that's online that they showed. So if you want to do this exact thing I'm about to do, just refer to the video and we'll go from there. All right, these are two guys that's going to help us out today. It's firefighter David Allen and engineer Luke Duron. David's been doing the vegetable prep and Luke's been working on the seafood. He's going to finish that up for y'all now. Go ahead, Dave.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peel these shrimp, and then here you got a vein. So you can cook with it, you can cook without it. We like to cook without it. So what I like to do is I like to cut it real soft and just cut on down that back. And then you can use your fingers, fork, whatever you got, and just kind of rinse it off. Rinse that out of there, and then that's pretty much what you got. And I'm gonna work on these shrimp while he continues to chop all that up. So all this crab meat right here, Captain Gable actually went out to the island and scooped them and picked them all. So it's all fresh, good crab meat.
All right, we're going to start mixing these crab patties up. All right, we're going to start off with a half a cup of mayo. Close enough. And we're going to go in with some Creole mustard, 2 tablespoons. I'm going to do 1. Close enough. A little bit of garlic puree, 1 tablespoon. Some Old Bay season is a must on this. We're going to put 2 tablespoons, and I like to use a little blackened season as well. This is Gillies. It's pretty good stuff for the money. We'll put about 1 tablespoon of that in there. A little bit of black pepper, half tablespoon. Garlic powder, 1 tablespoon. Alright, this is something else that a lot of people don't know about. No salt, Tony. It's way better. A little bit of that much of that in there. Dill weed, half tablespoon. Alright, that's about all that. Rich crackers, got your crab meat, like Luke said, it's fresh. We'll go in with some lemon juice. Alright, we got all this together. I'm going to saute some vegetables. You want to get them, just in about 5 to 8 minutes until your onions are clear. 3 tablespoons of butter will be plenty. that heat up. We're going to start these vegetables. Half a cup of celery. This is for 1 pound of crab meat, guys. Playing with the onions. Add a little more onions. Our same on bell pepper. Half a cup. Saute this down. While we're doing that, we're going to pick through this crab meat. Make sure there ain't no shells in it. Because we all picked this crab meat, and I assure you, Luke left some shells in his portion. Maybe not. There's no way to pick crab meat without leaving shells. And there's going to be some shell in the crab patty, so when you eat them, be careful. These are about done. Just about in cooking up. Okay. Good enough, Luke. Alright guys, while we're waiting on the onion and stuff to cool, we'll go ahead and brown some sausage. This is andouille sausage, 1 pound. We're going to brown it. While we're waiting on that, we're going to season our shrimp. There again, I like blackening season, so that's what we're going to use a little bit of. You season it to taste, guys. You can, you know, I can't give you a measurement on this. Just a little bit of garlic powder, some Tony's, a bit of olive oil, black pepper. Those sit a few minutes. Some good stuff. Some guys on another shift introduced us to this. It's Paul Perdon seafood season. I don't know how anybody ever cooked without it. Sprinkle that on there. Our vegetables are cooled off. We'll add them to the bowl. Our vegetables are cooled off. We'll add them to the bowl.
You can step aside from the sausage every now and then so the camera can see it.
Yeah, Dave.
I've been trying to stay back from it.
All right, we have our mayo and our Dijon mustard and all that in there. All right, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. About. Stir that up. All right, we're going to take 1 sleeve of these low sodium Ritz crackers. All right, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. About. Stir that up. All right, we're going to take 1 sleeve of these low sodium Ritz crackers. And plate. Like I said, I do 1/3 breadcrumbs, 2/3 crab meat. If you're going to use less, use less. But we always have a lot of crab meat. We're supposed to be cooking with 1 pound. We actually have better than 1.5 pounds in that bowl right there. But if you got to buy it, Good luck. Hi. All right. Set that to the side for a second. We're going to add 2 eggs to this. Our crab meat, which is, like I said, 1.5 pounds or so. We're not going to add all these breadcrumbs, that was a lot. We're going to add 3/4 cup or so. Fold this in. Don't stir it because you'll break all your lumps up. All right, we're gonna make these, I don't know, not that big. About like that. You can see the crab meat in there. That's a lot of crab meat. What you wanna do is you make your patties up and you wanna refrigerate them for around 2 hours at least. Pull some of the moisture out and they'll hold together better. Let all the flavors do their thing before you cook them. Let it sit for a couple hours. The good thing is, boy, I already made some this morning. Grab those other ones, Luke. It's been 2 hours. These are ready to go. All right. We got this pan heating up over here. We're about to start our crab cakes in just a second. A few tablespoons of butter. You can use olive oil. Go ahead and drop some of these crab cakes in. You know, I'm sure I have probably at least 5 family members when they watch this going to call me and say I did all this wrong. But like I said, do it how you want. Make sure they're not sticky. All right, we're going to dump our shrimp. Go ahead and brown them. I didn't mention this before, but before you start cooking your crab patties, you want to dust them with a little flour, get a little brown on them, reshape it. We are going to add a touch of olive oil, a tablespoon or so. A little salt. Cook our noodles with. I'm going to cook 2 pounds. Our shrimp's about done. I'm not overcook them by no means. And to the side, a little more oil. And our vegetables. Got our bell pepper, a little bit of onion, not much. Let this cook down till your onions get a little translucent like before, a little clear. Flip these crab patties, ought to be about ready. Perfect. That one broke up. Made them a little thick. That was hot. That's so. That's a chance you take when you don't use a lot of breadcrumbs. I'd rather them break apart a little bit and have plenty of meat. All right, guys, our vegetables are about done. We're gonna add some lemon juice without the seeds. Just a little bit. Add it. And stir it in. A little bit of dry white wine. A little more, so it's good. It's not. Run it off just a little bit. What we're going to do is a little milk, a little cornstarch. Now what, somebody's going to say something about this. We usually make a little blonde roux, but we're not today. We're going to make a little cornstarch slurry. And we're going to keep on keeping on. Don't take much. Just a little thickener. Let it come to a little simmer, because you won't know how thick it is until once it simmers. Or comes to a simmer, I should say. Might add a little half and half to this. You can use heavy whipping cream, whatever you want. Now, if it's not thick enough, add a little more cornstarch. If it's too thick and you want to thin it up, a little bit of chicken stock. You can season this with whatever you want, however you like it. We're going to use Tony's no salt. About a tablespoon. Garlic. Tablespoon ish or more. And we're going to put a little of this garlic puree in here, which I should have had already done, but stir that up. Like I said, you won't know how thick it is till it boils, so before I do anything else, I'm going to let it come to a little simmer. All right, our crab cakes are about done. Perfect, actually. Like I said, if it breaks apart like that, it wasn't supposed to be that much. We're going to call it good. Sit them right there for a minute. See, we're about dead on our consistency. Looks good so far. And if you let this boil too much, your milk will separate. So you just want it to simmer and then turn it down. I'm going to go ahead and add to this a little more blackened season. Not a lot. A little bit of pauperdon. A little bit of salt, just a little bit. About a half tablespoon. We didn't put a lot in there. We're gonna call it good. All right, our cream cheese is melted. Everything's looking good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add 2/3 of our shrimp. Get all that goodness in there. All right. We're going to add 2/3 of our sausage. About that much. We'll add our crawfish tails. That did not come from overseas. Come from Louisiana. All right, guys, we got these red snapping. Hit this real quick. We're gonna season them up. Like I said, this is a little extra. This is not gonna be on the recipe that's posted on the page. We just, like I said, we just decided to do this morning, or I did. A little garlic. We got some cornmeal and some flour mixed here. We're going to season it as well. Little Tony's. You got to have a lot. And of course, this blackened season. I'm telling y'all, buy some of it. Coated good, pressed down on it. Like I said, I should have put a little mustard or something on it, any kind of binder you want, but I did not. It's gonna be okay though. It takes, at the fire department, it takes about an hour and a half normally to cook and 4 hours to clean up. As you can tell, this is looking good. This is looking real good right here. If you're on a diet, do not cook this recipe. It's right here. It's our fish. I'm gonna put this pasta right in this sauce. Or you can plate the pasta and put it on top of it, whatever you want to do. That's what we're gonna do though. Sprinkle a little in there, stir it up a little bit, Luke. Doing an excellent job. All right, here we go. A little parsley. A little color. All right, we're gonna plate this up. Some of this. Could add a few more noodles in there too. We'll do that in a minute. We'll put our fish. Right there. Actually, let's do this. touch of parsley. These shrimp that we saved weren't just for decoration. We'll eat them. Sausage. And there it is, we're done. All right guys, this is it. This is Mardi Gras pasta with pan-fried red snapper and a crab cake. We got shrimp, crab, got everything in, just about that swims in the Gulf in there. It's pretty good. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all try it. It's worth it. Try it out. Really good.